Britain has yet to take full advantage of leaving the European Union, according to a Conservative peer. Brexit does not guarantee national wealth, rather it offers an opportunity to make more profitable choices, argues Lord Hannan of Kingsclear. However, since leaving the European Union, the UK has failed to use this new freedom to its fullest advantage, the Tory peer said. Lord Hannan acknowledges that 2021, the year in which the UK officially left the bloc, was an atypical period of time. Intermittent lockdowns and a nation reeling from the turbulence of a pandemic made implementing a new status quo more challenging, he said. But Brexit did play an important role in Britain's vaccine success. The UK rolled out the fastest vaccination programme in Europe after avoiding the EU's chaotic collective purchasing scheme which left European citizens weeks behind. Last week, Boris Johnson reflected on some of the successes. From Singapore to Switzerland, we've negotiated ambitious free trade deals to boost jobs and investment here at home. But that's not all. From simplifying the EU's mind-bogglingly complex beer and wine duties to proudly restoring the crown stamp onto the side of pint glasses, we're cutting back on EU red tape and bureaucracy and restoring common sense to our rulebook. Lord Hannan, who was a Conservative MEP from 1999 to 2020, agrees there have been successes, but says they have been stifled. Writing for grassroots Conservative website Conservative Home, he said, a combination of bureaucratic inertia, rent-seeking and general protectionism has limited our ambition, even with as close an ally as Australia. The resistance to free movement of labour, for example, was wholly on the British side, as was the foot-dragging on cheaper food. Free trade is counterintuitive, running up against our hunter-gatherer instinct for self-sufficiency. Even so, ministers have so far not been radical enough. We need to think like New Zealanders, eliminating barriers regardless of lobbying by vested interests. We need to understand that unrestricted imports make our industries more efficient. We need to remember that cheap is not a dirty word. Giving our consumers more spending power is what drives our economy. Day-to-day politics is becoming a boundary to success, he added. The UK opted to overrule the Trade Remedies Authority and retained steel tariffs after leaving the bloc. This decision was made largely so that a handful of Conservative MPs could boast about standing up for local producers, Lord Hannan claimed. Meanwhile, the most burdensome EU regulations have so far been left in place: the Clinical Trials Directive, the Ports Services Regulation, the Temporary Workers Directive, the End-of-Life Vehicles Directive, the Douane Suite Rules, the Alternative Investment Fund Managers Directive, MiFID II, the bonus cap. The UK must make a conscious effort to strip itself of the regulations which have been in place for decades, Lord Hannan said. He concluded, the PM could now make some of the reforms arrested by the pandemic. If he doesn't, we must conclude that he never will.